Cleveland is working their way through a road trip going into today's game. They've really been on a roll. They've gone 5-1 in their last 6 games.
And you'd expect nothing less from the defending champs. They've taken every team's best shot, withstood the scrutiny, and approached the playoffs here with the utmost confidence.
You know, obviously, they've been in this situation before, heading toward the postseason, really trying to peak at just the right time.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Love and Thompson, the hard rebounding post pair. Shumpert and LeBron are out on the perimeter. And it's Irving at the point. Well, the Clippers have had this Chris Paul and Blake Griffin core for a while now. It has certainly proven to be an exciting pairing. They haven't made the deep playoff run that they had hoped they would make.
Yeah, and although fans might want more, you have to remember where this franchise was before Griffin and Paul. They still have a few years to take this team even further. Unfortunately, they have been up against a stacked Western Conference.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
You know, it's difficult to shoot a high percentage on the road, but because of their poise, they were incredibly accurate. That's great mental toughness.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Love kicks to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now, here's Mbah-a-Moute. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, because of the size difference, that's probably not the one-on-one matchup they'd like to go to very often, but it worked that time.
There's the triple. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
And stolen by Jordan. Here's Redick. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Love the pass to Thompson. Mbah-a-Moute with the steal. Here's Johnson. Here's Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Oof, this guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
He's so very quick to convert off the miss, and usually with authority.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And then for Cleveland, Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Jefferson comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Korver in for Iman Shumpert. We've seen the role of positions change so much, Doris. Do you think traditional centers are something that is falling now out of favor?
I mean, you think about traditional low post, back to the basket centers. And I'll go back as far as George Mikan, Bill Russell. Now you transition to Patrick Ewing, Hakeem Olajuwon, guys who played with their back to the basket. That certainly seems to be increasingly a rarity. You do have them. DeMarcus Cousins is a guy who can do that, but you can also have a guy who faces up, to 25, 30 feet at times. So I think what we're seeing is an evolution to big men who are skilled. And I wonder, Kevin, from your perspective, how much do the Kevin Garnett's and Dirk Nowitzki's, who at power forward spot, sort of change the way the big man overall was looked at?
Well, those two players in particular, I thought, had great mentors. They had guys like the Kevin McHale's, people that would take them and work with them on those types of things. The big man shooting outside, to me, becomes just extraordinary. And I think these European kids have kind of led the way in that move for the big to stretch and shoot and your mouth is agape just watching what they're doing.
Yeah, and I've had basketball coaches tell me at every level of the game, college basketball and the NBA, that there's nothing more valuable in the sport than a big man who can be a three-tool player. Dribble, pass, and shoot.
The Clippers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And you think of the great outside shooting of the Cavs. Doris, how much of that is the brilliance of LeBron James creating those shots for his teammates?
Well, you hit the nail on the head, Kevin. LeBron is not only one of the most devastating slashers and finishers, but his passing might be his greatest strength. Pinpoint, bullet passes that zip into shooters' hands before the defense can react. And you look at his shooting percentage on his passes, sky high.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Liggins is checked in. And the dunk by James.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Here's Liggins. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And it's blocked. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Poor decision making. You know he wants that one back.
Clippers leading by 14. The dish to Spates. To the inside. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 14. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Well, I certainly like the play calling. They're keeping the defense guessing, and more importantly, they're generating points.
We've got Pierce. Crawford out there with Felton. Then there's Maurice Spates, and it's Bass in the power forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Jefferson. Now, here is Irving. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Pierce. It's tipped. On the wing, Thompson. Liggins dishes to Love. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Clippers leading by 14. Crawford kicks to Felton. Offline with his three. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Love. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, when Kevin Love was in Minnesota, he developed into a three-point shooter, but he said, I know I'm not a stretch four. I'm a post player that can shoot. It's like Kevin McHale used to tell me, just go where they ain't. I try to space the floor as best as I can. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A., and spacing so crucial in today's game. And stolen by Spates. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Spates. And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. Taking a look at Cleveland. And, of course, the Cavaliers tied up with them. Here's Irving. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
Yeah, he's reliable on defense. Doesn't allow a shooter any separation to get comfortable.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player. Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that one.
Could be, that could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Bass's shot, good. Bass has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Cleveland coach Tyronn Lue, of course, played 11 years in the NBA. Came off the bench, won titles with the Lakers, played on the worst team in the league. I mean, that breadth of experience seems to serve him well as a head coach. He's certainly seen enough.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
You love the confidence, but that's a situation where they really needed a better look.
Shumpert, who's checked in for DeAndre Liggins. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. There's Crawford with the three. Cans it from downtown. Crawford's got 8 points. And Lue gives Coach Doc Rivers credit for seeing the coaching potential in him when he didn't see it in himself.
You're right, Kevin. Rivers told him, you could coach for me. And Tyronn wasn't so sure. Thought coaching sounded like too much work. 6 years later, change of heart, called Doc to ask for a job, and the rest is history.
A different look now for Cleveland. Fry comes in for Tristan Thompson. And it's LeBron in for Kyle Korver.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella. Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Count the basket. Bass has got 6 in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Irving. And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Early in the second quarter, that's already his second foul. He's going to have to play under control now.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Kevin Love. Jordan with a screen on Irving. Shot clock at 5. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. Jordan. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on LeBron James. The Clippers have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. And the Cavs are clearly an elite offensive team. Defensively, they've been a little more vulnerable. Doris, how do they make strides, you think, at that end of the floor?
Well, Kevin, part of it is simply focus and the will to improve. Players like Kyrie Irving and Tristan Thompson are great athletes, and they can improve on that end. I think they've needed another wing stopper who can space the floor as well.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Unbelievable. This guy is completely in a zone.
Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by Richard Jefferson.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
He really does a very good job of extending out to the shooter, but always under control.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Well, there are...
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Johnson can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And on the way from Irving for 3. And Thompson throws it down.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Yeah, he saw he had a huge opportunity to help his team. Score is tight-knit, and he comes through.
Here's Jordan. He feeds it to Mbah-a-Moute. To the inside. To the paint. Stolen by Thompson. For the lead. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jordan's got his third rebound tonight. Johnson, the pass to Redick. Goes up on the high post. Johnson can't hit.
He's been off and on tonight, and that one didn't fall for him, but they still hold the advantage in this one.
Here's Irving. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And there's Redick. That's good on the assist by Johnson. Redick's got 5 points so far. Here's Shumpert. Again, Shumpert missing. Los Angeles leading by 4. Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Cleveland. DeAndre Liggins checks in for Shumpert. From the low block, here is Mbah-a-Moute. Thompson with the rebound.
Sluggish 1-for-4 start in the third period.
They get the rebound. Here's Love. Knocks it loose.
All the credit goes to the defense, preventing a terrific finisher like that from throwing it down.
Paul. Here's Johnson. Here's Korver for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And it's 8 points for Kyle Korver. The Clippers in the lead. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Paul kicks to Jordan. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Well, they talk about basketball IQ, Doris, all the time from a point guard and broadcaster perspective. How would you, I'd be interested in this, how would you define it?
You know, I think you can see a player who has played the game from their earliest. Like, I picked the game up at 7 years old when I moved next door to a park. And when you play the game from that young an age, there's just this natural understanding of the nuance of the game. Like, my son has played golf since the time he was 2 years old. He's been on a golf course. There's a nuance, there's a feel for it that you can't teach. It's been developed because it's been a part of who you are for such a long time.
Spates checked in for Jordan. That one drops. He ties it up. The Clippers have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. And now running up the court, Liggins pushing it up. On the wing, Korver, guarded by Crawford. Fry dishes to Thompson. Clock at 6. For the lead, Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And no good that time.
Boy, the defense can't be so relaxed when he has a look like that.
Felton the pass to Bass. Stolen by Thompson. Jefferson against Pierce. Jefferson kicks to Liggins. Pass to Fry. He dishes it to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
Outside for Jefferson. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Cavaliers making a switch here. James is checked in. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. Far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Bass dishes to Felton. Bass passes to Felton. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. The Clippers have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. The first free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. Cleveland's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And Liggins kicks to Fry. And there's the pass to Liggins. Fry in the post with 1 on the clock. And it's good on the way-in. Fry's got 5 now. And at the close of the third. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Felton is out there with Crawford. Then it's Pierce. Then it's Brandon Bass. And it's Spates in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Well, that's obviously some defensive miscommunication there as he gets a wide open look at the 3.
Bass is screen on Shumpert. Crawford with the ball. Now guarded by Shumpert. Pierce the pass to Bass. Pierce dishes to Crawford. Just 5 to shoot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Yeah, you've got to avoid those kinds of turnovers.
Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Well, Cleveland shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Here's LeBron. And he lays it straight in. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
You know, that was well done. Those are the types of plays that will allow them to not just hang on to the lead, but extend it.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
But they get it back. And there's a foul. It's on Maurice Spates. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here's James outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 11 points for LeBron.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Tries again. And Mbah-a-Moute kicks to Jordan. Johnson, the pass to Mbah-a-Moute. Got a piece of it. Paul outside. The feed to Mbah-a-Moute. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
And you can blame it on a terrible defensive breakdown, one that could possibly swing the momentum here.
Here's Johnson. Kicks it out to Paul. Feeds to Mbah-a-Moute. Down low. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from DeAndre Jordan. Here's LeBron, and they double up James. Shumpert, another 3 for Cleveland.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And it's off target, not sure why he took that one. The Clippers running out of time. Redick dishes to Johnson. Drills it from outside.
And now both teams really in a groove.
Well, you know, offense has been at the forefront all day, Greg, but you're right. As we've gotten later in this game, these teams have only gotten more dialed in.
Jordan inside. It's up against Thompson. To the inside. Now Cleveland moving it up. Shumpert's running. Cleveland moving the ball around. 18 feet out. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 7th assist here tonight. Clippers trail by 10. Redick passes to Mbah-a-Moute. And Redick kicks to Mbah-a-Moute. Puts the move on. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That brings them within single digits.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Irving dishes to Thompson. And Love has it in the corner. Irving passes to Love. Back to Irving. That's in there. Love with the assist. And 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Cavaliers.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Thompson.
Listen, we know he can affect a game with his quick hands and getting steals, and he really did that tonight, and I thought it helped fuel their defensive possessions.
Here's Shumpert. And it's Shumpert again, missing.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
No, and it looked like he got a bit ahead of himself and just couldn't pull back.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight, but we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
And on the road, they knew they might have to work a little harder. You could see it coming, even in warm-ups, that they would be giving maximum effort.